Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now today I'm going to have a look at the review for my virtual mission. Now before I get into this guys, if you could please like, share, subscribe, comment on this video, that really helps out our channel and I would really appreciate it. But now let's get into the review. So the My Virtual Challenge range of races or activities that they have been very well. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm into running and fitness and all that sort of stuff at the moment, so maybe the targeted ads have been, for me, I've seen them on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere around, and what they offer is you to do a virtual race or a virtual track. So they have things like Route 66, the Great Ocean Road, Hardens Wall, the English Channel, as well as many others. Now these are fun, awesome, I love them. I've done a few already and I really enjoy them. So you apply to do the challenge. Now there you can enter for about $30 US per challenge. Some are higher, some are less. If you're lucky, at the moment there is a special going on where you can get 3 of their main challenges for about 30% off, which I did. And so what you do is you enter the challenge on the app, which we'll get into, and from there you input the distances you do every day or specific distances. So let's say you just want to ride a bike through one. You can just do that. It's a great way to challenge yourself in that, to get that extra distance each and every day. So you can put in walking, running, there are heaps of options. Just like there are heaps of options too with how you enter. You can enter, just get the medal. You can enter and get a medal and a t-shirt for when you complete the challenge. Now, value-wise, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The app is free to use. They've got a Facebook community you can get onto, as well as helping you to encourage you through this journey. But without further ado, let's have a look at the app now and see what it's about. So, starting the app up, we come to the mission page first off, if you've got an active mission. So here we can see my current mission that I have active that I've got chosen, which is a Camino de Santiago virtual challenge. And you can see here, it's got a little thing about how far ahead you are, a little blurb above that, about where it goes from and to, and your time and distance down here. One thing I like about that is you can see a map of where you are. And you can see all the active participants along there with you. You can zoom in and out of that using Google Maps. So you can see just about where I am along there and how far I have to go. You can go to the street view. So this is currently where I am on my run. Now I don't know about you guys, but I think that's actually a pretty cool little thing. The weather at that place at the moment, the leaderboard stuff, so other people and what they've done as well, and how far they are along their journey. Then you go to your progress. So this one I'll leave this for. So cycling, I did indoor 7.3 this morning. Now down here you can choose which challenges it goes towards. So you can tick off these ones or leave them on. These last 2 here I've actually finished anyway, so it doesn't matter for those. And publish. Now it'll tell you a little bit about what you've done and which challenges it's posting to, and confirm or delete, whatever works for you. And it takes a little while for this to actually, there we go. Oh, and also too, you have all the different activities that you've got. So you can be in a wheelchair, skiing, elliptical, rowing, swimming, cycling indoor, outdoor, walking indoor, outdoor, running indoor, outdoor, or on steps. So you get a huge variety to be able to tackle these challenges, which it also helps, maybe you don't want to swim the English Channel, so you can, ride it like I've done there, or whatever the case may be for you. And then if you go back to your mission, you can see that's updated. Here you've got the map, a bigger map. Where you are and how far along you are. So there's 80% there. So not too far to go yet for 80%. You can turn that into a satellite map to actually see right down to where you are, and so on and so forth. So I like those little touches there because it gives you a little bit more in there. You can go to me and my missions here, which will tell you how far along you are with all of these. So I've completed a lot of those ones. It also tells you what, with these little icons here, what you've got on there. So walking, running, and indoor cycling for most of these. Whereas the Conqueror one, I've done a lot more things. So I used a treadmill, walked on a treadmill, ran on a treadmill, outside bike as well. All the awards that you've got. So currently they're doing a planting a tree thing. What groups? That's coming soon. And if you're following any missions, you can discover, search what other people are doing. You can start or join a mission if you've got a code. You've got a premium. You go to the shop where you can purchase some of the shirts and stuff. That'll be coming soon, but you can do that on the website anyway. Any connections you've got, so with Runkeeper, Strava, Under Armour, any of those. Now these do work well, although I did connect Runkeeper and it did actually cut out. Now these guys were straight onto it. After a couple of days they sent me an email saying they were trying to figure it out. Then a couple of days later they sent one saying they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't actually get Runkeeper to help them out in this because they were cutting away third-party apps or something. But then later on they actually sent another email saying that they'd worked it out with Runkeeper and were back on board with this app. So it just goes to show the level of commitment these guys go to these apps, because I suppose you're paying for it as well. And you've got your settings and your support. Like and give it a 5-star review, follow us. They actually do have a Facebook group that you can go and have a look at and be a part of, and your newsfeed. So if you have a team, that'll be lit up, but just me, distances, activity and awards, stuff you can see through there, all those ones. Now, given that I've finished a few missions, hit that one and mark it as complete. And there you put in your shipping address for your medal. And there now I put in my address. You can see I've finished it. So I did only 4 distances on this one because it was a pretty short one. But yeah. So that is the app. Basically all that there is to it, all the settings and stuff that you have. But now let's get back to the review. So that is the Conqueror's My Virtual Challenge app. Now, once you finish that, now being that too, in this current climate, the medals come from China, so they may take a little bit longer. But they do get there, and they are pretty good quality. Now here is one for the Great Ocean Road that I completed. You can see it's a nice, thick sort of medal. It is made of metal, and you get your strap as well. That's unique to this medal. and this backside as well. Now, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to put up on display somewhere. And it means that you've achieved that. You've run the 200 odd kilometres that the Great Ocean Road one is, and it's something to be proud of. It's inspiring then, and then, you know, it spurs you on, maybe I can do another one, or this one. So it's encouraging you to do more, which I think is fantastic. Get out there and actually do something. But also a nice little touch that they put in there is as you reach little milestones along the way, they send you virtual postcards through to email with a little bit of a blurb about where you are, what's happening, or what's that place is famous for, those sort of things, which is another nice little touch, given too that at the moment we probably can't actually travel. Whether that changes in the near future, hopefully it does, but we can't actually go to some of these places. And for instance, I can't go swim the English Channel. So it's nice to see or to do that challenge virtually. I can't do anything outside of Australia. I couldn't even do the Great Ocean Road at the moment because it's in Victoria and I'm in New South Wales, and that is locked right down. So what else am I going to do? And I love that implication of the map on there so you can see whereabouts you are each kilometre through your journey, or each mile through your journey if you're a US citizen. But that is the Conqueror events. I think they're fantastic. I think the app is very easy to use. Sometimes it does take a little bit longer to load or whatever, but that's it updating its system or whatever to where you are on that trail. So all up guys, an 8 out of 10. I think it is pretty good value considering I've seen a lot of other virtual challenges that, you know, less distance and possibly a little bit more. And especially with the shipping. The shipping of the medals, like say you pay $20 to enter and then you're probably paying $20 for the medal to get shipped to you. Shipping is included with their prices, which is great. It really helps out in the long run. 2, if you've got a PayPal account, you can use that as well, rather than entering any credit card details. So there are many ways to pay for it, and you get a cool little medal. And you get to challenge yourself. You can choose the time length. You can choose, well, not so much the distance, but what you do to do that distance. I mean, you could do it all on a bike, you could do it all running, you could do a whole combination of things, and I think that's great. It means it's more accessible for 1, time poor people, 2, people with disabilities who can't run, who can't walk that length, who maybe just don't have access to that equipment. So you can jump on a treadmill, you can jump on a stationary bike for that, if it's too cold, if it's something. But in that too, are the excuses holding you back? You can go onto the Facebook group, see people running in terrible, terrible conditions, in snow, in blistering heat, those sort of things, to further encourage you, to motivate you to get through these challenges. But anyway guys, that's it for this one. Check them out. I'll leave a link to the website down below. Please note that this is not sponsored. This is just totally something I do, I believe in, I'm a fan of. So I thought, put the word out there. But anyway guys, that's it from me. I'm Rob Murphy, and I'll see you in the next video.